Good afternoon. It is September 21st, 2023, and we had a downtrend day. Really nice amount of volume today. Let's see if we got, now it's pretty clear that we have two measured legs down and we went even further. You can see it broke further, pulled back, tested that level of resistance, and kept going. It's fascinating. So let's take a look. A lot of volume today for the first time in a while, I feel like. So we had a break of this channel up here, couple legs down, hit that measured move, and we actually went a little bit further. I think you can argue for taking this failed second entry long, because the move down is pretty strong, but it's aggressive. I'd probably just go for the measured move at that point. And when we get those two strong selling bars, there's probably going to be people taking their profits and some buyers coming in. That's what happened here. I like this. I don't know why I didn't mark it. It's just congested. That's probably why. It's three inside bars, but it is a second entry long. You can see plenty of people like that one. This could be the trend line. But I think most people will probably play this one. This move up, break, move to a new high. And then you get this failed second entry long, but it's above the EMA, so I don't think you want to take it. You can see it traps a lot of longs. And then we get a first entry, second entry, but you wouldn't really have that channel. And, looking at it now, it could just be closer to something like this, but I like how mine looks, so we'll keep it that way. You get a lower high here. I don't think you want to take that, but it looks pretty good because it looks like one leg up, sell off, leg up, sell off. So you might take that. Come back here. You get a quick double test here. Really, it's probably off of this price level right here. So unfortunately you don't get a good signal bar here, but that is a second entry short. You get a lower high, and then you get the failed second entry long. So I actually like that one. I thought I looked at this earlier. I'll mark it green, but that looks like a pretty good trap. I'll mark it green because you're going into these lows, and you can see their support there. But we did just break through it, so. And then we keep pushing down, but we can't really get past this midline a whole lot. And then it flattens out, and you do get like a double test right here, but I don't see any reason to go long. And it kind of just reverses. So perhaps you take this. You could have had, I think you could have had this channel by now, but it might have been a little rough. Yeah, because that midline doesn't really, it's not very clear. This is the channel I'm talking about, this larger channel. I was thinking maybe you could have had it by drawing it off the lows and dragging it up to the high, but I don't think so by this point. But we reverse up. That's an aggressive trade, but it ends up working out. First entry, second entry. This one's tough. If your channel is like mine right here, then you might be expecting a new high, but I don't know about this one. I do like this one. So that's the second entry long, high or low. I like that one. And you can see a lot of people like that. And then when we come up here and you get confirmation of this channel, but this made a new high, so I'm not crazy about that. And this was a really strong move up. But when you get that first entry, failed second entry long, You have this channel now. The bias is down for today. That's a lot of strong selling right there. I like that move. And you might go on the engulfing bar there. Come down, we find this level of support, bounces. You get a second entry short, but it's not quite at this level of resistance. And we get a new high. Maybe you take that because it's at the channel. Very bearish bar. And big strong sell-off after that. And then we find some support here temporarily before breaking through, breaking lower. And this looks like a second entry, but you don't have a trend channel confirmed yet. So when you get this lower high, I think you might take that. And then we find support again down here. And you get a first entry, second entry after the first break of this channel. Lower high. I like this one, but it only gets you a scalp. And this is a second entry long, but it closes below the EMA. Second entry short, but it looks like we're in an uptrend now. First entry, second entry long. I marked this blue, but the bias is down today. It should probably be green, especially with it closing below the EMA, but it confirms this trend line. But I mean, it breaks too. So yeah, you got to mark this green. Shoots up, lower high. And then we find support here. Was this? Okay. Oh yeah, I want to talk about this. So you have this bar right here. Then you get an inside bar. 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 So it's stalling heavily. I think people are taking their profits. I think buyers are really looking for a reversal. So when we start just going sideways here and you get this buying momentum, you might consider starting to go long. I think this is a little early, but here I think you might consider it. We come down here though and you get a first entry, second entry, huge bearish bar. It looks like the midline is acting as resistance, so I like this one a lot. And then it bounces here. And, you know, we've had so many tests of this support. That's a lot of bullish buying. I like this trade. Yeah, I like this trade. And you can see a lot of people liked it. And you get a perfect break. Couple moves up to a new high. And you get a first entry, failed second entry long. Unfortunately, they stop out runners unless you are keeping it above your entry bar. And this is a double top, so you get a first entry, failed second entry again. And that's a high for today. So you could have rode this thing all the way down. Probably would have been taking profits, but slight overshoot leads to the break. Failed second entry long, but that bullish momentum, I don't like that. Lower high. And it drops down. You get a new high here, or double top. But the failure comes down here. And again, here you got this bar, inside bar, bullish bar. So that's a huge trap right there. So if you see all that, and this, I mean, this is starting to look like a channel, maybe you take that. Yeah. You can see that, boom, perfect. Perfect price action. The overshoot leads to a break. And you get a first entry, second entry on this double top. After the first break, you might take that. Then we come down here, first entry, second entry, but it's not really, it's two dojis. And then you get this matching high. Maybe you take that. I don't think that's a good idea because this just looks like a range. Ends up working out though. And that's just very late in the day. So a lot of volume today for the first time in a while. It was nice to see that. And this channel was really very predictable. So it was a lot of nice trading. So hope everyone had a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.